Welcome to my short video on navigating course sites. I'm your instructor, Jason Borgstrom. The first thing you'll do is obviously go to My Courses. You can see that here. Access Health 7. And now, you will not see this. And now you will see the course content here on the left side. Now what you'll see here are some of these things right here, some of these things in the control panel. And what you're going to want to click on is Learning Activities page. Well, the reason why I'm taking you right into the Learning Activities page first is I just want you to become acclimated to where you're going to find some of the course content for each of the modules. Now, as you can see, we're starting with the orientation module. When we go into the content within that, just by clicking on that link, you can see that I'm going to provide CourseSites training in a PDF version. I'm also going to provide this video once it's completed right here in that same space. You'll also be able to see your icebreaker activity that's also due in this first unit, and also the icebreaker directions via Screencast-O-Matic. So there's two different types of directions, the text or Screencast-O-Matic. Also, it's going to be a discussion board post. So if you just click on discussion board right here, on the left side navigation pane, it's going to navigate you right into there. It's also going to provide the directions right here. So you can go through the directions and also take a look at the rubric. For more details on this specific assignment, please view the other video that I've created, the other screencast video that I created. Again, I went into Learning Activities page here on the left. This is where you're going to find this is going to be your one-stop shop for content for each unit. Go into orientation for the course. This is the unit that we're on. And then you'll be able to go right in here and take a look at any of the information you need for that icebreaker activity. Text directions are here. Icebreaker directions via Screencast-O-Matic is here. And then this will direct you straight to where you can create your own thread. I'll also take you through that here in this video, a little bit more about the discussion board when we get there. You can see we also have a required class orientation meeting. This will be Monday at noon. You've already received an email and a calendar invite as well for the GoToMeeting instructions. So that's kind of the information that you're going to have in this first orientation module, with the one assignment of going through and doing your icebreaker activity via the discussion board. Let's take you through some of these other aspects of the control panel. In the Getting Started area, you're going to be able to find information like course information, instructor information. So you can click on something like this and it'll provide additional information. So if you click on the expansion, it'll show the little picture there as long with the information as well. So you can see I tried to click on that hyperlink and it took me nowhere. It's a good reminder not to do what I just did there, and just click on this. And this will expand and have more information. You can see me and my wife, as well as any information to contact me. You're also going to have the course syllabus. I'll let you peruse that at your leisure. A little instructor video that hopefully you've already went through. Any announcements, this links you out to the announcements. Netiquette, take a look at the netiquette information that's also in our first orientation unit. This is going to have some really good content. I opened it up here for you. Introduction, so some things that you need to take into consideration. One of the best pieces of knowledge is treat this course just like you would a physical course. So do act appropriately. Unless you don't act appropriately in class, then you might have to ramp it up and act a little bit better in this course, because that's an expectation. You can see a link to the calendars right here and email. Some of this is redundant because you're going to see on this left side, there's going to be in this course panel, there's also going to be a link to the calendar. So your calendar is going to show you some of the things that you have coming up. You can see that the icebreaker activity, actually the final component of the icebreaker activity, is due on Friday. There's 3 different components that actually have due dates on Friday, Wednesday, and Tuesday, and you guys will see that in the description. So there's going to be something already due Tuesday, again on Wednesday, and then Friday. The reason for that is so it gives the opportunity for people to respond. And you'll understand what I'm talking about as we go through that in more detail. So I was in the Getting Started folder. We've basically went through everything we needed to here. You can send me an email. Obviously, you can see mail to there. If we go to the home page, you can see there's going to be some pertinent information for you here about your courses. Information. This is where you could find some information. Content. Some of the content could be here. Discussions. Now you can see this is the discussion board. There's some redundancy here. As you can see, discussions is both here and then discussion board here. Takes you to the same exact spot. I'll probably remove some of the redundancy at some point. I'm going to keep it for now. Don't worry about groups right now. We're not going to go into that in too much detail. Announcements, this is a great category. This tells you anything that's going on. A lot of times will be an announcement to introduce a learning module unit. Calendar, we've already discussed. Discussion board, let's jump into that in a bit more detail. So if you click on discussion board right here, you can see that there's already a discussion board. It has some directions. You have to have an initial post Tuesday. You have to reply to some other individuals, 5 actually, by Wednesday, and then you have to respond to anyone where they'll reply to you by Friday. Now, I can't take you through this and show you on here. I'm actually going to grab another screen and show you how this is done. So what you can do here is you can create a thread. I'm not actually going to do this, but so you're going to put ice breaker activity, and then go ahead and just put your name. So I'm going to put Jason Borgstrom. And then right here is where you would provide the URL to the presentation you did, or you might be inserting, you might actually be inserting a PowerPoint file. Either way, you're going to click here on that little paper clip. What you're going to do is you're going to click Browse from my computer or Source URL, depending on how you did it. If you did it via PowerPoint, probably just going to browse via computer, or maybe you did a video that you want to upload. Either way, you could do that right here. Find that particular file type, and then you can see the file types there. You can give it a name if you want, otherwise you can just click Submit. Now that'll automatically populate right in there. You could also click on Source URL, and you could take it specifically to a URL. If you're not sure what a URL is, right up here in this area, that's what a URL is. So if you did this via video, possibly you may have a URL that you want to upload. No matter the mechanism you do this, it's perfectly fine. So go ahead and click Submit. No, I'm not going to. I'm actually going to click Cancel. So you can see that'll populate in that attached field. If you did a link, it'll populate right here, and then you simply click Submit here on the bottom. I'll move my screen over. You click Submit. Like I said, I'm not going to do this, but I'm going to show you some examples here. So you can see there's plenty of examples. This is actually a research, a little discussion that I did. So you can see here I posted. So I click Create a Thread. I went ahead and posted, and now you can see there's this big reply button. So this is what you're going to do with your classmates. You're going to view their content, view their multimedia presentation, and then comment on it. Ask them about what music interested them and why. Ask them to elaborate a little bit more on some of those examples that they provided about being healthy. Ask them anything that you want, but respond. You're required to respond to 5 people. You can see that this individual responded to me, and I told you you're going to have to come back to your original post and respond to anybody that responded to you. So to respond to somebody initially, simply click Reply. It'll populate right here. So pretend you weren't me, you were somebody else. You could give any response there. Now pretend you are me now, and you're on this page, you're on my initial post. You see Courtney responded to me. If I want to respond to her, I just simply hit Reply, type in that information, and then click Submit at the bottom. Again, I'm not going to. Now I'm going to grab the screen, bring it back over here for you guys. Move this back over to the corner. So you can see that was the discussion board. Next is assignments. Now in this space, there's going to be a lot of different assignments. I did have a test assignment just so I could prepare for it. You can see it's worth 1,000 points. Don't worry, there's not an assignment that's worth 1,000 points. So you don't have to worry about that. Eventually, you're going to want to get a little bit more detail on grading assignments and where your grades are and different information. And I'll post additional videos in the future for that. Just wanted to have a basic navigation video, and like I said, you're going to live in that learning activities page. That's why I came back to that multiple times. You're going to go into that orientation to the course. That's our first folder. After this week, you'll go into that learning module 1 folder, but this week is just simply going through this. And like I said, this video will get you acclimated to the site, and then you will also see some of the activities that you're required to do this week. All right, thank you very much, and I look forward to having you in the course.